Credit Score Boost: Techniques for Building, Repairing, and Raising Your Bank Rating and Boosting Your Credit Score. Written by Ronald Mack. Narrated by Joseph Holbrook. Introduction. Peter is a 30-year-old mechanic who rents an apartment with a credit score of 436. He has been having fun a lot lately and enjoys going out with his mates. This situation has caused him to incur more expenses than what his budget allows. Peter's salary is not enough to cover all his expenses, and he has started to pay his bills when they are past due. During the last 2 months, Peter has used his savings and credit card to purchase groceries, pay for utilities, and cover his rent. But this month is different, and Peter has some tough decisions to make. He only has a few $100s left and knows it is not enough to cover his monthly expenses. Something is not getting paid this month. Will he skip his rent payment? Will he go without utilities? Will he finally break his spending habits? How can he cover all his costs when there just isn't any money left? And how will he pay back all his debts? Mary and Joe recently got married and wanted to buy the house of their dreams. They know that their income must be pooled to afford the home they want, and thus they will co-sign a mortgage agreement. Both have stable jobs, and they work according to a strict budget. To ensure they get home loan approval, Mary suggests that they request their credit records from Experian. Upon receiving their credit records, Joe finds that he has a credit score of 790 and Mary has a credit score of 565. Mary carefully critiques her credit record and identifies areas to improve her credit score. 1 year later, Joe's credit score is 820, and Mary has increased her credit score to 650. The couple has also managed to save $15,000 for a down payment on a house. The higher credit scores help them to secure a mortgage with a low interest rate, and they move into their brand new home. How do you spend money? Are you a Peter who is quickly tumbling over the edge? Or are you representative of Mary and Joe, who take their credit seriously? You may be somewhere in the middle of these two scenarios. Regardless, this book is for you, the person who needs to start getting serious about credit. Money. It makes the world go round, or so they say. Millions of people across the world are indebted, which means credit actually makes the world go round. Countries across the world are in debt, a lot of debt, and Americans are no different. Both governments and private people owe money to others. Approximately 90% of people own a credit card and use it more often than is good for them. Most families are fueled by debt and have an average credit card balance of $8,500. Many people owe even more money, especially if they have 2 or more credit cards. Altogether, American credit card spending is in excess of $1 trillion per year. By the end of the year, Americans will still owe at least $500 billion in credit card debts. This spending means that disposable income is now being used to pay back debts rather than saving money. Most people already have many bills to pay each month. Adding credit card expenses onto these bills makes it even more difficult to get the most out of your salary each month. Some people also have home loans or need to pay for vehicle financing. If your credit and spending aren't managed by a strict budget, then you may find yourself in trouble quite quickly. In many cases, individuals start to have issues paying their bills and eventually use credit cards for everyday expenses. In other circumstances, people choose to skip paying some of the bills or pay their accounts later than the due date. This situation can spiral out of control at a much faster rate than you can pay back your debts. Financial institutions know that people cannot manage their spending, but banks do not like to lose money. For this
Sample complete. Ready to continue?